Hi, welcome to Schulte Sweeties YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm a mom of 3 girls ages 12, 8, and 6. This is our 7th year of homeschooling, and today I just wanted to share about our first day back to school. So typically in years past we have started like in July. But this year we just had a busy summer and we really took advantage of like camps and going boating with some friends, camping and different things. So we didn't start school in July. But we did just start here about a week ago, and I wanted to share kind of how it all went about. So I had planned to start like on Wednesday, but I was just gonna do some fun things. Like we already had plans to go swimming with some friends. This was August 2nd, so was when I had planned. And so we had plans to go swimming, so I was like, oh, it'll be a fun first day. Well, and then we would get into our curriculum and go full schedule by Thursday, August 3rd. Well, in the afternoon of August 1st, we lost power and I was stressed out. We had to go to my mom's house because my husband had to use internet and electricity for his computer work that he does at home. And so it kind of just jumbled. In kind of a bad mood. We were all kind of grumpy and arguing and things. So that made me realize, I was like, we are not starting until next week. We're not even going to think about school this week. And so I was really like stuck on that for that day. But as I went into that Wednesday, August 2nd, I woke up in a better mood. Sleep sometimes just helps. My kids were all in better moods. They were really like great, getting along and things and playing. So I was able to do most of my final prepping on that day. And I finally decided last second, I was like, okay, we can actually start tomorrow. And we still did our fun thing of swimming too that day. So I finished out everything on Wednesday in preparation for Thursday. So a couple things. Oh, and actually my oldest daughter helped me. I have Canva that I use and stuff sometimes. So she used my Canva account and created little back to school signs that they could hold for their pictures, because of course we have to have pictures. So she gave each of these to her sisters and myself. And they all colored them. They were like a black and white picture. They all colored them. And I will post some of the pictures here for you. But I had my youngest colored mine on her iPad and then gave it to me. So we each had our picture. But another thing, and she did this the day before for me, so I didn't have to do that. I really appreciated that. I also just give them each like a little note to start out the year, and I leave that at their desk, at the table for breakfast. So when they first get over to breakfast, they can read their little note to them. And it's all a little bit different, but it's always, I always tell them that I love being their teacher and their mommy. And this year it really struck me as I was writing, especially my oldest, like she was the one that I started homeschooling. We didn't start until her first grade year. She went to public school kindergarten, and in her note, like she's getting older, and I like get a little more sentimental with her getting older and things. And I wrote that I will never ever regret this time that I've had with them. And that has just rung true, especially this week as we start in this new school year, that I have no regrets about keeping them home with me. It's not always easy, but I am really thankful that we've done it. Another thing that I had at their table for breakfast, this is kind of just a sheet about like their summer. It says summer time capsule. This is free. I think I got it free. I don't remember. It's probably from a bundle or something. It was from Heart and Soul Homeschooling. I'll link it down below. It might have a cost. I'm not quite sure where I found it, but I thought it would be fun to kind of just think back on their summer time. Then so after our pictures and ate breakfast and everything, I am starting something new, and this this was changed in my head. Like, I just thought of this just a couple days before we started school, so it wasn't all ironed out yet. And we haven't quite done it to completion yet. But last year we have done morning menus, and I decided this year, just like last second, that we were gonna do just a morning time and actually try to do more than just a small little thing. So we'll see how this goes. We might have to adjust it here and there. Typically we have done like our family subjects in the afternoon, but that is also the time that we a lot of times will meet with our friends and or like appointments and things. So sometimes they just get like pushed aside and they aren't done. So they are the first things that go. So I want to see if us doing this in the morning shortly after breakfast, if this will help us get things done a little more. So the first thing that we did on our first day of school is that we opened up our new Grapevine Bible Study journals. So what these are, I'm going to do a whole video on these. They are brand new to us. We received them from Grapevine Studies, and we each have a journal. So my two younger ones have a journal that's pre-K to early elementary. My oldest has a like upper elementary, high school one. It's for like teenagers, and then I have one, and this is like teen to adult. And so what it is basically it tells you in here what to read. You just read a few verses. You're reading pretty much through the Old Testament, but not every verse and chapter of every book. And then you're gonna go through, you have some memory verses to work on. You have some questions. You can kind of draw a picture or write some things, notes, however. The older, like mine, has the dotted grid, but some of them just have like a space. And I noticed the kids have them that they actually tell you what to try to draw. Mine doesn't actually have that, so I draw things that I want to draw. And then there's like different Bible study skills, like some hints of like how you can go deeper, at least for the older, like this journal, for me, they give us Bible study skills. And you also talk about what you're thankful for and what you're praying for. And that kind of is similar a little bit of what we were doing with our morning menus with the thankful for and praying for. So I appreciate that is in the pages. So we just started it. We've only done a couple pages, and we're just doing one day each day of school. There is 180 days in here. So this should last us all school year, and there might be some days that we don't get to do it, so this might last us into our second year. So I'm really excited. Not only are there these, there are additional resources to like be able to talk about it at the table and some activities and things. So I will share all of this in a future video, but this actually worked really well for us for the first couple of days so far. That's all we are into it so far. Also, our tradition is to read this book especially. We have always read this book, 3 or 4 years at least. This is my home, this is my school, and this is by Jonathan Bean, and we love this. The girls just, like, even though they've heard it a bunch of times, they just really like to read it. This one is Mama, Why Am I Homeschooled? This was new to us. Like, I think I got it actually close to the beginning of the school year last year, but we never have read it. It was good, but a lot of it was maybe more Charlotte Mason style, and so we aren't as much Charlotte Mason style, so some of it didn't apply to us as much as like this is my home, this is my school, but we still really liked it. And then I just had like a shortened day for them. So I was just getting started. We were trying to start our flow. And so I'm really glad that we took the 2 days this past week to kind of ease into school and get back into the flow of things, because I think this next week we will be like going in a little bit more full schedule. So what I did for my 2 older ones, I printed off from my Well Planned Gal, the digital planner. You can print off like check sheets, and like checklists. And so for Thursday, for my oldest, she would have Essentials in Writing, Fix It Grammar, Unlock Math, and then she can do her American Sign Language. So that's what I just had her doing, and it divides it into subjects here. And then she can kind of, there is a teeny tiny, you can't hardly see it probably, but there's a tiny little square box that they can check off. So this was just for Thursday and Friday because we only started halfway through the week. And then this next school week, we will have like full week of schedule. So that is pretty much what we did for our school week, our first 2 days, I guess. I had to kind of like, I think I worked a little bit more with my middle. Typically I work with my youngest first, and then I work with my middle, and then I go check with my oldest and kind of sit with her during her math a lot of times just to make sure she stays focused and doesn't have any questions for me. So I do that in the afternoon a lot of times. But the first day I worked with my middle first and my youngest played, so that worked out well. I love it when that happens. And then I got to my youngest in the afternoon as well. So we're still kind of working out the kinks, and that is okay. Things might fall off. We have a lot of like different curriculum and things, but I am excited for the new school year. I would love to hear down below when you're starting and how your first day is planned, or how it worked out. So thanks for joining me today, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.